Same for XXS. Viper's also a hero, pretty susceptible to the armor reduction that Falcons are presenting here. And the other issue is kind of this Weaver Hoodwink mobility.
Yeah.
Do you want to go Orchid on Klinks this game over the Deso first to try and deal with the Weaver? And how fast can you get that timing up? So big itemization questions here for Ame that he has to decide, and the pace of the early game is going to kind of determine that. Which is why if Falcons get off to a fast start, they're looking for the first blood, and they should get it here with the illusions. Yeah, I mean, that is good news for them.
Viper, the one thing about him is he is kind of squishy against physical damage, right? You have any minus armor, he starts off with 2 base armor. It's very easy for the bugs to just destroy him. Skeeter's going to come back and try and get some revenge, and they will get it. The kill goes over to Snake King, though, so Skeeter still going to be suffering.
They were debating, you know, trying to bait this in a bit, maybe try and get this Slardar kill on a dive, but ATF, aware of this rune, not going to overextend himself, so they'll lose the Shadow Demon. Like you said, big kill. It's not a huge core, and that means ATF just gets to sit up here.
Ame in some trouble, has a little bit of heal. No, he gets bashed before he can get off the second round of Death Pact. He also had a Healing Lotus. There was a real chance he could have turned that fight around, but just could not get off the regen in time. And Crit is actually going to go for the kill on DY with that extra bit. Oh, he got the hit in, despite the slow attack animation of Hoodwink in general, combined with that extra slow.
What is
Still not enough. Not going to work either. And now Ame's going to be purged up. Maureen thinking about going for it here, but Ame's pretty tanky, and he still has another Death Pack, so he's going to be okay. And it's Snaking possibly dies here. Just need that long range swing or a dive in from DY. A little bit of revenge for what happened in the top lane. Yeah, I remember with the last time I was watching Mars Slardar and thinking, you know, like, this guy's just not really a Blink Dagger first player, but feels like Echo Saber just isn't the same strength as it used to be. And yeah, he went the Orchid build, and it's a pretty decent game for it here. Trying to slow him down. Turnaround, though. Disruption, and they've got the Purge. They can maybe kill the Viper from a distance here. Yeah, they've got him pretty easily. Skeeter's going to get on out of there. Got the kill. Pops his ult. Jumps away. Looking for the kill on DY, forces out the egg and gets out of range of it. Meanwhile, Jin Q is going to be caught by Maureen on the side. The coil goes out onto Amar, trying to chase this down, but Extreme not finding good openings anywhere in here. Maureen managed to kill the Earthshaker. They turn back, try and kill him, but if they chase too far into it, they're just going to get wiped. As you can see, DY can't even finish him off. Just one more hit was all that's needed. Ame couldn't do it. Now he's being chased down all the way into the tier 2. Skeeter just runs him down like a dog.
What a nasty team fight. Looking for the Skelly boy, but they'll settle for a nice little double stack here. Good catch ATF, but is ATF catching them? I mean, what are we doing here? He's 1v2 in our course.
Yeah, man's at half health, doesn't give a damn. Just runs down the Viper, almost pops him in just one hit. And XM, he's gonna get chased down as well. Maureen gets him with the last rock of the Eye of the Storm before he could jump away.
You're Viper Phoenix at this point if you're XG. Like, you have to hope that Falcons jump XXS deep where you get a good coil supernova. The Deso is done for Ame. You don't have the Blink Shaker, but you have the Shard Shaker.
This might be the fight. This might be the fight where they can get some sort of punish. As Zamar jumps in and almost immediately dies. Disruption will buy him a second here. Can they kill him on the way out? They hit him with a Viper Strike. He already has the Purge.
Where was the coil?
The Demonic Cleanse heals up the Slardar.
The lead continues to grow.
Now with an Aegis in hands and soon to be Gleipnir Skeeter. Very ready to get aggressive. Shin Q, man's just not going to be seeing a Blink Dagger potentially at all this game.
Something for Ame. He's looking at Hurricane Pike, but Manta for XXS. Something for Ame. He's looking at Hurricane Pike, but damn, is it a long way away.
Gleipnir goes out. Get the Bushwhack into the ult, break the Viper, almost one-shot him just casually, just goes from 75% HP to 10, and even with the Yules, XM can't seem to contend with the Slardar.
If you remember, ATF was picking the Viper into the Razor to kite him in the fight, deal with him. Like, if Viper has a good game, you get a fast Hurricane Pike Manta or something, you can be really annoying for Razor. It's just not happening.
The Sentry preset up early because, you know, Ame's been, his only option has been pushing out that bottom lane. He
will make it work.
Yeah, their first move Having to use Coil to get a kill on a Shadow Demon, still lose their mid, and potentially more as, yeah, XXS is going to die, and Jinkyu's not. Oh, he does manage to get the blink off before Amar can get there. Almost shot him. It didn't really matter. No disables were coming up. 20,000 net worth lead for Falcons. Blink Dagger Gem. Snaking, he might die for this. It's possible. No, Ame's not going to get it.
Well, if you had a plan game one as XG, it did not work
look
out.
At Amar. Just immediately stops Extreme's attempt to go to the high ground. Now, it didn't work out quite the way he wanted, but still, Crit is able to follow it up. A really nice bushwhack. High ground egg. Maybe there's a little something to work with here. As Viper's going to die. Yes, but the egg is going to successfully go off, stunning up the Weaver. Malreen's a little bit separated from his team, but there's no damage threat. He's got a shield rune, so he is more than tanky enough to contend with any 2 or 3 heroes that run at him.
These heroes are just way too tanky, way too early, and they don't need to build too much extra damage as they have it. Set up for Ame.
Ame is bold, man. Really trying to do it like that. You know, you got to do what you got to do.
I mean, ATF just
Give yourself
sitting
a
in
chance.
his Ags puddle here, daring you to go on him. You cannot go on him and win a fight.
He's 3,600 HP, and the magic damage is just going to get shrugged off so easily. Jinkyu tried to jump forward. Not much Extreme could do at this point. Down 30k. They're going to pop the Supernova. Falcon just run in, deal with the egg pretty easily.
Yeah, there's your coil egg.
So they're one hope, but they only have one buyback to throw here. Oh, wait, the Fisher almost takes away the one life, which would be an Aegis life, but instead it's Jinkyu dying back.
Literally get closed out in fashion here. 37-7. Actually find basically nothing in this game one. I will say, I do think DY's early game was solid. He had some cool eggs. This is the trouble with Falcons, is the 2-3 flex is just deceptive, and it's disgusting because ATF and Malreen share like 10 Grandmaster heroes across each other, you know? So
yeah,
that sucks for XG because they really wanted this Timber in the Luna lane, but it should also be a tough lane for Almar. And the first blood will help as well. Look at that.
Yeah, already seeming more coordinated. They go for a late smoke, hanging out in their jungle. We'll see if that actually happens. XM is closing in on that level 6 pretty soon. Or if we see the other option, right, which was the supports rotate to mid. He tries to take that mid tower.
He's in trouble. This is not a fun lane for him.
They're going to go for the deny. He got it. Crit with the big club. 72 damage. It takes the kill away from Extreme. And Extreme are stuck in the trees. Uh-oh. DY, he'll be able to get one last spell off, but they're both a little bit low. So Snaking comes over and makes the rotation, helps collect a kill.
Which means you might be able to make that gank bottom and get this top tower. We'll see what he opts to do. You go top, get the tower secure, and then gate bottom and fight. That's another route XG can think about here, because they still have this Venom strong bottom, and he's getting linked. He missed the Gale.
Yeah, a little unfortunate. He's gonna get stampeded, but it's still not enough. Maybe a little bit earlier he could have gotten out, but yeah, too late in that situation. Ame that jungle area, but not the case. In fact, Extreme pulled the hard camp here to pull back the waves, so they don't have to play up there as much as Chaos Knight's maybe still going to be found here. Toss back straight into the whirling death there of Malreen. Does a healthy amount of damage, but XXS is tanky enough for now. XM coming in. He's going to force Malreen back. Playing around the Moonlight Shadow. They see if they can find anything more, but not the case here. And this is going to leave Amar. Amar is actually going to go for the kill on Ame, but DY is here right around the corner. Amar probably thought that it was going to be a solo Luna, but now he's going to get kited back and pretty easily killed. It looks like he hopes to be able to get the kill on DY before he goes down, but not the case. Back over that top lane. Stampede running after Malreen. An arrow intercepts, but it doesn't stop the Crypt Swarm coming out from XM to get that kill. And now Jinkyu is going to try and slow down Crit. Doesn't have Brambles for another 2 seconds, so he's probably out of here. Still going to try for it. They actually hit the Bramble. Crit goes for the toss to stop the stomp. But XM has got him in range of the Spirit Siphon, so he'll just run him down. He is so farmed, so big at this point in time. Just like you see Razor, you just pop your ultimate on him. He kills all of his mobility.
Yeah, well, look at this, right?
You don't have that. Yeah, he's just dead. He just runs into the 5 position and is countered.
Like that is a huge asset in terms of being able to shut ATF down. Like, just isn't going to be effective. looking for some extra stacks here. This is a nice setup for Falcons. They can land some combinations.
Toss back, Stampede away. They're being very careful, not giving any freebies. Shinkyu almost goes down, but now Malrine has committed for a kill and will instantly die. Doesn't get it, and will pay the price, and Extreme are going to clean up that ancient stack as well. Falcons thought this is maybe going to be an opportunity to catch Extreme slipping, but Extreme very well coordinated in this. Just see if you can find the kill. It's not like Falcons is likely to punish you right now. They're just trying to find farm around the map.
This has to be one of the fastest games I've ever seen this team play. Did I just get it? This is a lot of damage.
Oh no, the toss back. Way out of position. This is awkward. Ame gets off the Eclipse. It does a healthy amount of damage, but he is... Oh, the save of the fear. He's going to get off a little bit more damage. He has nowhere to run to, though, so he's going to die.
At the 18-minute mark from this Death Prophet right now. If you get a fight on the side of XG, you are very happy with it. But if you get your Luna ganked again, you're very sad about it.
Toss back. Trying to go for him. Stampede going off. The team rapidly trying to get here with the smoke. Now they're behind Falcons. They failed to get the kill on the Luna, and now they're going to get punished for it. Snaking, he'll leap into the river before he gets stunned. No more leaps, though, so we'll get 2 pickoffs for that one, with XM having not just an amp damage and a haste rune in the bottle, but also exorcism level 2 up. It's time to take even more objectives. Now let's talk about this item build, because I brought it up the last time we talked about Death Prophet. I said, what do you think about rushing the axe? I've seen it a few times. That game we didn't actually get to see it. It was the more standard, you know, Kaya Sanj, I think most people do. But XM, he goes second item Aghanim Scepter, which he's going to put to use here to kill Skeeter. Really tough to go early high grounds. All right, Shield Rune just got popped, so they've got a bit of a window here. If they really want to go for it, which I think they should, they could barrel down bottom and use the Shield Rune Exorcism. But there's the thing about just Blink Dagger Tiny, right? It's hard to go high ground against it. Crit's going to use it here to set up a kill onto the Centaur, pull back in. They get the kill. TP gets canceled. The rest of the team move it across, secure yet another Power Rune.
This window to try and go high ground with the Death Prophet, but your Centaur cannot be there now.
A little awkward. Bit of a poke, though. Slow poke from Ame.
Falcons are going to toss him back here. They know they have the 4 and 5.
They got the toss back. A lot of damage from that Whirling Death. Immediately get the slow onto Crit. Taking Crit out is pretty important. They don't not want to let a second round of that toss back happen. Malrine jumping forward with his own Blink Dagger. Catches Jin Q. They do not manage to get the punish on Crit. They may manage to get the building still, as Falcons do need to heal up a little bit here. Buyback immediately from Jin Q. He's going to TP onto the outpost, see if he can get here in time for the fight. Looking good. Falcons having to play it so slow as they needed the heal badly. They're going to just lose the full lane of barracks against the BKB.
They're happy to trade those. They still have this Aegis for 2, and the Razor BKB is way more important than the Centaurs here.
Yeah, the Razor is a big factor in shutting down this Luna. Another jump in, toss up, immediately trying to stop the stomp. Boy, Crit just gets blown up this time around, and Ame just charges forward last minute on the Aegis, so made it worth it. The Aghanim Scepter now off from Malrine, so he's not nearly as tanky. He's going to have to back away, and it's just kind of stuck. Toss up, try to get him back into the tier 4s with the leap. They do manage to do so. XM turns around. They do manage to pop him with the buyback coming in. Crit's still going to die. That's a dieback for him. Extreme backing away slowly now, respecting the Falcons. But they're okay. Damn, they're really just going for it. Another support buyback to try and help Ame take another lane of barracks. I love this play. XXS Bedlam on him. Can't quite do the damage to finish off Malrine. Ame just really wants these 2 lane of barracks. Malrine's going to jump forward with his Aghanim Scepter, so they can't really touch him despite his HP bar being low. Wait out the axe to explode. It goes off. Now we can't really come back in. In fact, XXS is going to go for the execution, lacking a bit of magic damage. Range barracks now down. Melee barracks up next. Skeeter just getting chased away by bouncing glaives. 2 lanes of barracks down now for Extreme, as they're finally going to give Falcons a bit of space, back up, deal with their lanes.
Just feel like they have Falcons on the back foot, and they're right. Why take your foot off the pedal here?
Man, they had the lane ward too, but it still doesn't stop Extreme from finding the opening first. Malrine goes down. He has a buyback. And you know Extreme are going to force it out of him. Guarding Greaves done for the Mirana. But I don't feel like it's the heal that's the problem here. It's not the sustain, it's the damage. They actually kill XM or Ame. They're gonna go for the toss back onto XM. Missed out on the arrow. Still gonna be able to blow him up thanks to Skeeter. But now he has been geared up with a beautiful stomp from the Centaur. Ame goes to work a little bit, but now the shield goes off on the Timbersaw, so they can't really go for him. Crit is looking for more. They found an opening here.
I don't know if he gets it now. I don't think he does.
I think Ame's going to Hurricane Pike him, and he's too far away. Now, they might still be able to run him down. Creek gets another blink off. Now he gets the toss back, but they're going to jump back in at this point in time with XXS hitting the stomp. They had a small window to try and blow up the Luna. They still managed to get that kill. XXS trying to run around, do some damage, but the biggest damage dealer is gone in the hands of Luna. So, Falcons proving they can still take these fights. It took a lot out of them.
They have 3 BKBs between the 2 cores and an Ags on the Timber with no Dispel.
Just to make the Razor's life a little bit harder in this Venom matchup, they got latent toxicity, which is usually not an ability I think you almost ever talk about. It's pretty whatever, but I think in this game it's actually relatively easy to use, right? It's the same target. Noxious Plague on the Razor, and you can also latent toxicity him. He's a hero with BKB refresher, you know? Decent chance you're going to get that one off. Jump in immediately from XXS. Pops his BKB. Pretty fearless, but maybe a little bit early jump on the gun here. They don't get the immediate follow-up. XM gets off of Shiva's Skeeter. Going for the execution. They do manage to get off the fear off this time around, but the burst is there from Maureen instead. Amar, meanwhile, in the mix with his refresher, is trying to drain the damage away from Ame. Stop these Glaives from bouncing, and it's working. He's taking away all the damage. Oh, it's all crumbling now for Extreme as they try to jump in too early. XXS didn't have the follow-up from the rest of the team, and Falcons kited it out perfectly. They did not lose a single hero. Be able to clean up these fights. Who does have the butterfly, no shard yet. Does have the extra evasion out of the Elven tunic as well, but it still seems like Falcons have a bit of an addressed issue with the Razor. I mean, that last fight,
but he is very far away, which means you have to take another team fight here with your butterfly timing without it.
It's going to break. Who gets to jump first? Malring goes forward. XXS hits a nice 2-man stomp in the backline with the Shiva's also going off. Amar, holding on to his static link for now, not finding his target, is going to have to use it on DY. Still has a refresher for a second one if Ame shows his face. The exorcism is used, so Falcons will call it quits for now. They didn't even have Phantasm for that fight.
They want to go back in.
But if they can Skeeter before he can get off the Phantasm, this could be really good for Extreme, trying to blow him up as quick as possible to get the first life. Can they get it for free, though? Are they able to get out of here? Amar looks like he wasn't able to get through the Lincoln. Still has a static link. He's going to go for the Centaur instead. Not really going for Ame. With a buyback coming in from XXS, they can still go for this. All the illusions trying to cover Falcons as they go for the retreat out of here. Got a Timber Chain and a blink farther out. Can Extreme catch up to him? XXS is only just now rejoining his team, and he's too far away to get a blink dagger jump.
If you've thrown away 20k net worth lead in a Roshan that you should have gotten, you're not feeling great about how this game is progressing.
Yeah, I feel like I'm being transported. Oh, there's the toss back. Got onto the Venomancer. Crit. He has an Ogre Seal Totem, but couldn't get it off. XXS hit him with the stun, and DY didn't even die from that one. Well, spoke too soon. Malrine jumps in, hits him with a BKB Timber Chain. XXS backing away. He's going to keep his distance from Skeeter. Goes back in with a stomp here, but Malrine did manage to get off his axe. Not an easy target to kill, and that's going to be dangerous. They got the toss back onto the Death Prophet. Stampede goes off. XM going deeper inside of the base. With his exorcism, he's a little bit isolated right now. Skeeter's going to try and focus him down with his BKB, and they can get through him. They could not get to him in time on the side of Extreme, and now they start backing away. A Curse Crown stun helps. XXS, BKB, TP out. Jin Q does also TP out successfully. But maybe most importantly all for Falcons, they hold. They do not give up mega creeps.
On RNG did not do him any favors, but XG played for it.
No.
They had very limited options. They made the most of them, and this is an Aegis Refresher Shard. I think you get the hell out of here, honestly. I don't even know if you want to fight here still.
They got the successful scan, but they're going through the gate. Is anybody gonna get caught as they
my
go
God,
through
they're
this
gonna
gate?
get seen.
Shivas reveals some heroes, but the avalanche. Oh no! XM is gonna pump his BKB. Now he goes through the gate. He's gonna take a ton of damage. They finish him off. No, he got through the gate. 67 HP.
What did he die to?
Oh, what did he die to? He had 67 HP.
Gaben?
Whoa, Bloodthorn. He died to Bloodthorn.
Oh, that's right. You need a more chain stun, I think. I think you need a hex or something. That's what I'm feeling. If I'm XG, I want hex so that I can go on
Cringe is going back in it with the gem. A Shadow Blade to help him get in position to find a pickoff like this. DY will drop his gem. Can Extreme get here and do anything about it? XXS, he goes in, now tries to get out with the Stampede. Couldn't take the gem. Amar, meanwhile, is latched onto XM BKB. TP out. He's going to be okay this time around.
But will not.
They did finally, the gem finally restocked, and it's coming out right now. Couple more seconds here, right as the Moonlight Shadow goes off.
Hey, this is the high ground ward for XG.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Maureen jumps in,
avalanche.
man. He blows up the support so quickly. The 3 BKBs go off, but they can do nothing about Amar just
my
charging
God.
in and taking all of Ame's damage. I don't give a damn about your Divine Rapier, says Amar. He just takes your base damage away from you, takes your attack speed from you. What good is a Divine Rapier if you're not actually hitting anything? Oh, man, Extreme. This is going to be their 6th loss this season against Falcons. 0-6 against this team, and it's going to be done in just the worst way, where they know they could have won it. They won the laning phase. The one problem that they've definitely had with Falcons is being able to win the laning phase, and they finally did it this game. And it still just wasn't enough for him. They couldn't play clean enough, and now XM, he's dealt one finishing blow, 3 more remaining, perhaps for Ame. They try and get it back to the fountain, and they will successfully do so. But your Ancient, it is sitting precariously outside of fountain range. And if he gets enough mana, they might just phantasm and farm you inside of the fountain, possibly. Trying to jump forward, hit him with the Terrorize, followed up with the Stomp, trying to take away that Aegis. Might be able to do so, but again, Malrine and Razors. Mar just in there. Can't really do much. Turn around and hit him back, and it's just sad. They just don't take any damage. Malrine certainly doesn't take any damage, not with the Zag going on, and the tips come right back.
Says ATF. Tip me, clowns. GGE.